Oh, we're getting back to Granberia's fight. Yeah, that was Kagatsurugi. She's been up to quite a lot. And so is Granberia, for that matter. The throne room, destroyed in the aftermath of the fierce battle. There, Granberia and Uriella confront each other. Well, I mean, she's fighting one of the 7 Archangels. What do you expect? The damage done to Granberia's entire body is not shallow. Uriella, on the other hand, has not suffered a single scratch. Yep, her headpiece is gone too. From the looks of it, Uriella will have an overwhelming advantage. Eat this! Ha! The mecha equipped to Uriella's right side glowed before firing. Granberia had already seen through the preliminary movement. The next moment, a scorching hot flame projectile was sent. It is the Agni Cannon, a sacred tool that shoots out electromagnetically accelerated flame projectiles. She saw through the attack with a clear and crisp movement and avoided it completely. But despite that, the aftermath of the bullet's velocity and the hot air tormented Granberia's body. More! Ah! Yes, she is a dragon, but if it's using nuclear power, then that'll erode through even a dragon's defenses. A converging laser, Saint Flare, was released from the left side of the armament. The thin, sharp attack was more like a slash of light than a projectile weapon. Hit! Granberia saw through and avoided the attack with millimeters to spare. There was not the slightest disturbance in her serene mind. You completely evaded the attack! How about Expulsor? Diffused plasma projected from the spherical machina on her back. This is extremely difficult to avoid because of its radial spread. Jesus, Granberia is going through a bullet hell! Granberia stepped in at once just before it fired. As long as it is radiated out, it's easier to avoid at close range than long range. Granberia closed the distance and with all of her might delivered a slash from close range. Ah! Uriella, however, caught the slash with her huge sword. Completely outpaced by force, Granberia's attack did not reach her. Ah! The powerful blow of her fist is immediately delivered. It is a blow with a body that is comparable to the many sacred tools on her body. Granberia quickly jumped back and avoided the attack. You are unbelievable. No one has ever managed to avoid my attacks for this long. Not even one of the 6 ancestors. Of course, I'm not like the 6 ancestors. If I take even one hit, I'll die instantly. So I'm fighting a desperate battle. But you know it's not good enough, right? Even if you avoid them all, you're full of wounds now. There's too much difference in our attack power. You're not even safe even if you avoid my sacred tools. Uriella is right. She avoids a direct hit, but even a glancing blow shatters her bones and the heat burns her. Uriella's attacks are so overwhelming. It was a performance that no creature on Earth could ever hope to match. Because Uriella is a weapon created by Ilias. She is the ultimate combatant, created to fight. If you keep going like this, your body isn't going to be able to withstand the accumulated damage. While avoiding all the attacks, you came to this side without any help. That kind of curtain raiser is so boring. Curtain closer is so boring. Come on, attack more! You don't expect to win just by running away? Of course, I intend to. The next moment, Granberia stepped forward. With a clearer mind, she swung her sword with divine speed. Slaughter Dragon Slash! Not good enough! Uriella, however, lightly took the blow. Uriella reacted instantly and slashed her with her huge sword. Uriella's mind, inflamed with fighting instincts, was far from clear from a serene. However, she was able to repel Granberia's attack with speed and brute force alone. You're too weak. How's that attack supposed to work? Uriella immediately slashed down with her huge sword. For a moment, Granberia tried to catch it with her own sword, but if she did, her sword would be shattered and she'd be cut in two. Uriella's attacks must never be taken. Gah! Granberia ducked and dodged. The next moment, the ritual tool on her shoulder lit up. Ah! Following the slash, Agni Cam fires a series of shots. Granberia moves vertically and horizontally to avoid them. The aftermath of each blow burns her, and the pain shatters her bones. You're quite quick. Cleave! Saint Flare! Uriella activated a beam weapon that radiated holy energy. A direct hit would not even leave bones behind. I've seen through it! However, Granberia had read the attack trajectory from the enemy's gaze and footsteps. She evaded the beam with a single stroke and stepped into Uriella's bosom at once. Vaporizing Rebellion Sword! Without pause, she unleashed her most powerful technique. Hundreds of slashes accompanied by flames were unleashed in a single breath. Uriella swung her giant sword with surprising swiftness to offset the barrage of blows. A few shots still missed and hit Uriella's body, but she was still able... That's light. But the blade did not pass through, nor did it do any damage. The body, made of special muscle fibers and skin tissues, is more robust than any armor. Uriella is a weapon created by God. It is the ultimate in offense, defense, and speed. Now you know that even your deepest secrets arts cannot hurt my skin. Indeed, you are the greatest warrior on Earth. Your skills and fighting instincts are at the highest level. But the physical performance is too different. Your destructive power is far too lacking. Again, ancient flare raying from left to right like a cleaver. Quickly Quickly turning herself around, Granberia avoided it completely. Nevertheless, the aftermath of the holy energy is still inflicting damage to her body. This too may not be an option. After all, you were born and raised on Earth. It's time to get this over with. I've had a lot of fun fighting you. The armament on her right shoulder glows. Instantly, Granberia sensed the firing of Agni Cannon and braced herself. The expulsor continues, and Saint Flare, the myriad of armaments on Uriella's body, began to activate. No way, all at the same time? Sorry, I just wanted to enjoy this as long as possible. My sacred armaments can all fire at the same time. Goodbye, Granberia. All of Garner's arms sweep in full buster! Oh no, this is... A barrage of bullets and lasers projected into the surrounding area. Light so bright you can't open your eyes, and heat so intense it burns everything. The sun was still shining, and it was as if another sun had appeared in its place. And after the all-destroying attack... Oh my, she's still going though. Granberia was still standing, despite the tremendous damage. She was still on her feet. How in the world did you do that? How are you still in good shape after eating that? I avoided a direct hit until the very end, but the aftermath alone did this. You can't tell me you dodged that many bullets and lasers fired at the same time. She's definitely playing a bullet hell. And she's a master at it. If I didn't, I'd be dead, right? This game really is insane. And to think it's not even over yet. That's impossible. What kind of speed do you have to dodge that? I did not evade it solely on speed. I just projected the flow of water into my mind. Once, how about again? You won't be able to avoid this. And full burst! Once again, Uriella's armaments were simultaneously activated. The entire surroundings were irradiated with countless lasers and bullets. Yeah, this definitely is better than a lot of games nowadays. I mean, Jesus. It holds nothing back. Granberia felt the airflow. She let herself flow from the dead zone to where the concentration of attack was less. The heat burned her skin. The shock shook her bones and flesh. Even that did not disrupt her. Impossible! You can't avoid it! The next moment, Granberia leapt out of the smoke. With true divine speed, she thrust her huge sword into Uriella's chest. This is... The blade did not pass through and was blocked by Uriella's chest armor. Granberia had no choice but to keep her distance from the counterattack, which was immediately launched. That one didn't work either. Even a blow that completely struck the void failed to penetrate Uriella's chest. Granberia realized that she could not even inflict a wound with her techniques. It is completely impossible to win. It can no longer be done by force. It must be done by trans-dimensional force. Dimensional, huh? I admit, Granberia, you're the most stubborn opponent I've ever fought. Your attack and defense should not be far behind the 6 ancestors. That is your difference in power from the 6 ancestors. Yeah, maybe so. The sword is a sword to protect. Its strength is now finally understood. But it doesn't help since you don't have a decisive hand. No matter how much you try, your sword cannot cut me! And this time, for the 3rd time, full power and full burst, turn to ashes! Gah. I've run out of ideas. Even if I dodge that volley of bullets, I will still lose my life. One last final blow. A killing blow to cut down Uriella. The sword that cuts through dimensions. That's probably a technique that belongs to chaos. In the meantime, it has been confirmed that if holy and dark energy react, the power of chaos is generated. But the amount of energy, holy and dark, must be exactly the same when creating the reaction. A monster swordswoman like you can use the power of darkness, but you cannot handle the power of heaven. Yes, I cannot handle holy energy. Then... now blow up in full burst! The music's kicking! In the face of the barrage of light and bullets, not a single step was taken by Granberia. At last, she had lost the will to fight, Uriella thought. Granberia, however, kept her sword at the ready. With its blade, it caught the radiant holy energy. What the hell are you doing? There's no way a sword can take holy energy. Is that a magical sword with dark power? Granberia cancelled out the holy energy with the dark magic sword. The shock and heat generated from the process could no longer be endured by any living creature. The last thing they attempted to do, while taking lethal damage, was to cancel out the holy energy. The impact is unbearable, and is deadly anyway. It's a futile act. The bitter foolishness of a strong person who had fought this way to this point. Uriella was momentarily disappointed. No, that's... But she immediately realized Granberia was not canceling out the holy energy. In her sword, holy and dark energy existed simultaneously. No, they are fused! This is the final blow! Granberia took advantage of Uriella's attack. She took the holy energy and incorporated it into a sword that radiated dark power. The fusion of sacred energy and dark energy is the power of chaos that leads to the primordial power. No way! This is... At once, Granberia swung her sword. She risked her life. She risked everything. Indeed, Uriella saw it. The blow had slashed dimensions. You really did it. You are outstanding. Uriella muttered as she leaned her back against the ground. Her gaze caught sight of Granberia, who was standing quietly. I never thought you'd slash dimensions. Granberia did not move an inch. She just stood there quietly. You... No way! The sensors attached to Uriella's head instantly analyzed the situation. Granberia's vital signs are gone. You left before me, Granberia. But it's my loss, no matter how you look at it. The corpse of Granberia, which had been standing, collapsed to the floor. Her life itself was burned away to give the killing blow. As for myself, it was clear I had less than 3 minutes before I stopped functioning. Uriella-sama! An angel rushed into the scene, sensing that the winner had been decided. She shudders at the unusual sight. No way! Hey, here is my last order. Now, give freedom to all the second-class citizens. But you're keeping a promise to someone who's already dead! I said release the second-class citizens! Do not tarnish my last order! my last bout! Yes, I will immediately issue a proclamation. That was great, Granberia. That was the best fight I've ever seen. At last, the Monster Lord's castle is back in my hands. You know what to do next, don't you? Let's see. Attack the heavens, rescue Aerobetty, or defeat Sonia. We gotta rescue Aerobetty. Yeah, cry, Granberia! Does that mean Granberia joins the Ilias route? God damn. We gotta save Aerobetty. That is important, but the most important priority is renovating the castle. What are you pulling out of your ass, you idiot? Now's not the time to be doing that. Do you mean this session? Do you mean this particular recording? Or do you mean how long I've been playing part 3? Right, Raijin. This session? This particular recording... Well, this session I've been going since about... I guess it's been about 10 hours now. Yeah. What do you mean? How can I put up with this angelic castle? We have to renovate it immediately. Sorry to interrupt you, but I must tell you something. That's Tamamo over there. Even though it's just a projection, it's rare to see you in person. Tamamo usually sends me messages via telepathic communication. If she went through the trouble of sending me a projection, that must mean something important's going on. One of your soldiers, Granberia of the 4 Heavenly Knights, was killed in battle at the Grand Noah in the Heavenly Realm. What the hell? No way! Granberia is? Why is she in the heavenly realm? Why on earth did she fight by herself? I don't have much information, so I don't know the details. But what we do know for sure is that Uriella was defeated. Don't tell me she went to... No wait, Uriella, don't tell me she faced down one of the 7 archangels! Even we have a hard time with them in a head-to-head battle. I have no idea how on earth they could have defeated her. Be proud, Monster Lord. You have an amazing subordinate. Granberia. That you would defeat one of the 7 archangels in exchange for your own life. We have actually fought Uriella, and we know very well her tremendous strength. How and what do you need to face such a monster? Yeah, it's completely different. It's on a whole nother level. It was worth the 10-year wait. As a result of Uriella's fall, Grand Noah was open. It seems that the rebel demons who were in the area occupied the castle like that. We'll take care of that. We have already made contact with them, and they will be under our umbrella. The monsters of the Noah continent are our comrades. We will be able to fight together with the Monster Lord's army under the Monster Lord. This means that Grand Noah has also come under the control of the Dark God's side. After Sabasa, another city in the Heavenly Realm has fallen. I've given the message. There's a lot of work to be done, so I'll leave it to you. The vision of Tamamo disappeared in a hurry, and she was gone. Granberia-chan! I can't believe she's the first of the 4 Heavenly Knights to pass away. I know Uriella's extraordinary fighting ability from first-hand experience. I don't know of anyone whose existence could be mistaken for that one. One of the 4 Heavenly Knights, Granberia, a warrior I wanted to relate to. Granberia, why? We must mourn Granberia in a big way and honor her achievements. But that's for after the fight is over. That's right, Monster Lord. Granberia, too, will place more importance on the battle at hand than on her own mourning. Yes, I know. For now, let us only think about the battle against the Celestial Army. Sabasa in the heavens has fallen, and the Remia Institute has been destroyed, and now Grand Noah has fallen. The remaining enemy cities are Grand Gold and San Ilia. In this situation, the celestial world's not going to sit idly by. I see a lot of potential for things to move in a big way. One of the 4 major cities in the heavens, 2 have fallen, and if the Remia Institute is also destroyed, the other side must be getting desperate. Yes, that's right. A string of bad events has the heavens in a tizzy. Oh. And you are... Could you please include me in on that meeting? We need to have a discussion. No way, does that mean that they got... Either we failed to destroy their cross-dimension transfer, or the clones do work. Though it's the only explanation for her being able to be here now. Raphael, she could also still be in the world, but if that were the case, she would have been at the fight for the Monster Lord's castle, I would think. What else could she have possibly been doing? Raphael, one of the 7 archangels. Perhaps it's just a vision, but she appears alone. Oh, okay, so it's just a projection, like Tamamo can do. Why are you here? Are you trying to avenge Uriella? I'm sure Uriella would not be happy if I took revenge. I heard that the battle was in single combat that left no grudge. I am here to talk. Why don't we have a truce and make peace? Why didn't you all try that from the start? What came out of Raphaela's mouth was unexpected. After all that has happened, a peace agreement is not a good idea. You come here and say you want to make peace with us. Do you really think we will comply? No, I do not think so. Hence, let's release Arabeti as a condition of the exchange. Arabeti? You'll release her? I have 2 conditions. Negotiations regarding peace talks must take place in our Sanilia. And in that negotiation, bring Naruko. Naruko to negotiate? Yeah, it's gotta be a trap. They're getting desperate, so they're going to use traps now. They were above that before. Regardless of the outcome of the peace negotiations, we shall release Arabeti once you arrive at the table. That's all I have to say. Now, finally, let me give you this. Got something Nax 1? What is that? Obtained Warpstone Nax 1. This is a Warpstone, right? For the Warp Tower. Alright. This is the stone to Sanilia where I rule. You already know how to use it, right? What are you up to? I love peace. Therefore, I want things to go smoothly, you know? Sanilia will welcome you as our guest. You are always welcome. Well then, I shall see you soon. Raphael had disappeared. They want us to come and negotiate peace? But they know that even if they come to a peace agreement, they know that that directly entails their world's destruction. So that, because there can only be one remain, that's the conclusion they both came to. They're not going to agree to peace if it means the destruction of their world. Moreover, they said that the peace negotiations will take place in the heavenly realm of San Ilya. If we go there, Arobeti will be released. But yeah, they'll go despite knowing it's probably a trap. What do you think, Tamamo? Is it a trap? It's too obvious to be a trap. I'm sure they knew that their true intentions would be put into question. So it's blatantly a trap, but on the contrary, they could make it look like a trap and actually be a trap? If you are a strategist, you take the most gain for the least cost. They would not take such a high risk for such a small reward. Indeed, there's little point in setting up such a trap. Even if it works, they'd only crush the few of us. Not only that, but if we see it as a trap, it may be used against them. We have something in store for them. They might even try to take the castle down. It's too risky and meaningless to be a trap. Raphael must have some original ideas. For someone with a black heart, you seem optimistic. But let's assume there is a good reason for it. Anyway, we have three options. First, we can choose to take it as a trap and just ignore it. Then, we can not take it as a trap and choose to negotiate peace. Peace is out of the question, but it's good if they give us Arobeti. And finally, let's pretend to make it a peace talk and take control of the enemy castle. Isn't the last option a bit unfair? It's more risky than unfair. Arobeti, who is practically a hostage, could be in danger. Even I don't recommend the last option. At the stage when they have been put at the negotiating table, it has been suggested that if anything goes wrong, Arobeti's life will be forfeit. We believe that should we go to the negotiating table, it'll be impossible to reach a settlement now. But it'll be enough to just go to the table. Alma, how about you? I am in favor of negotiating a peace deal. I have a feeling that Raphaela is not lying. Oh? You who hates angels? That's unusual. Well, it's just a hunch, but I think that Raphaela knows the story rather well. Your intuition is unusually keen, so I will refer to that, even if it's not evidentially based. Luca, what do you think? Is this meaning a trap or not? Well, let's see. I want to make sure I get this right. I don't want to risk not getting Arobeti. Conduct peace negotiations, ignore them, or pretend to negotiate the attack. Plus, Luca always is spouting nonsense about coexistence. So we have to say, peace. Let us try for peace. Who knows? They might have a very compelling argument. Let's negotiate peace. I also want to negotiate peace. If it's a trap, then there are still many things that don't add up. Raphael wanted to talk to us. That's how I feel in my intuition. Well, I think it's a trap. I understand everyone's opinion. We will need to agree to meeting in order to save Arobetti. But always keep in mind the possibility of traps and take all possible precautions. That is my decision. Just going to the negotiating table. Arobetti will come back. We don't know how much we trust them, but it's worth a try. Well then, our next destination is the heavenly world Sanilia. Let's get going right away. I'm gonna have to make the castle renovation to go on the back burner. You're still talking about that, stupid! We have already received the warp stone to Sanilia. If we use it at the Administrator's Tower, we should get to our destination. The future of the talks, Raphael's intentions, Arobetti's situation. We went to the peace negotiations with anxiety. Alright. That was a long one.